mikono yetu tukisema e Bwana katuokoe kutoka mautini. Tunasema e Bwana na tunakiri uwezo wako. Wewe watosha. Tunainua mikono yetu tukisema e Bwana katuokoa kutoka mautini. Tunasema e Bwana tunakiri uwezo wako. Wewe watosha. Bwana tumekuja kwako. Kuliinua jina lako. Kwani wewe watosha. Na wewe furaha yetu. Wewe watosha. Tunainua mikono yetu tukisema e Bwana katuokoa kutoka mautini. Yes, Lord. Tunasema e Bwana na tunakiri uwezo wako. Wewe watosha. Tunainua mikono yetu tukisema e Bwana katuokoa kutoka mautini. Tunasema e Bwana tunakiri uwezo wako. Wewe watosha.
Hello viewers, welcome to my artist today, and we are having a very special guest, a friend of mine, and I would want him to introduce himself. Yeah.
I go by the name Grogod, or you can call me Thairu, or you can call me Mr. T. You can call me all those names. Yeah, and I'm blessed to be here. Thank you for having me in this show.
Karibu sana.
Yeah.
So viewers, welcome again, and don't mind the setup is a little bit, I know, but we are going to give you a good time as you watch this. Please do not move. We are here to bless you and talk about a few things that we find challenging as musicians. Yeah, so our theme today is what musicians face as challenges, mainly as ministers. And Mr. T,
Yeah.
Nasikia ati uko kwa band.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
actually in more than one band.
Wow, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
That is wonderful.
Mm.
Sijui kama unaweza wa mention at least watu wasikupate huko wakwambie utoke bana.
Okay, let me start by my home band.
Yeah.
My home band is Mamlaka.
Yeah, oh, nice.
Mamlaka Voices. Yeah.
And we have a very gifted hands, our pianist. Kabla tumsahau atufukuze show. Karibu sana Ian. Yeah. So guys, we're going to sing one song and we are going to come back with a few talks about what ministers face as challenges. Yeah, so.
Find favor in your sight. Love me. Hear my heart's cry. I'm desperately waiting to be where you are. Across the highest desert, I'll travel near or far for your glory. I will do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King, for your glory. I will do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King, for your glory. Yes, Lord, I will do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King, for your glory. Yes, Lord, I will do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King, for your glory. I will do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King, for your glory. I will do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King, for your glory. Yes, Lord, I'll do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King. I wanna be where you are. I gonna be where you are. I wanna be where you are. wanna be where you are. I gonna be where you are. I wanna be where you are. I gonna be where you are. I wanna be where you are. I gonna be where you are. I wanna be where you are. I gonna be where you are, Lord.
Yeah, for his glory we will do anything. Amaje Mr. T.
Kabisa, kabisa.
Yeah. So Mr. T.
Yeah.
Mi ningependa uniambie challenges zenye umekuwa ukiface as a minister. Yeah, I know you have ministered in many places.
Yeah.
I have been
Sure.
with you at some.
Sure,
So talk to us.
sure.
Talk to us. Yeah.
Basically, I can say some of the things that I've had challenges with is growth. First of all, growth is not easy because when you're starting, of course, you're not perfect.
Yeah.
And maybe many people may look down upon you when you're starting because wenyewe they are above you, so they put you down. So that is one of the challenges naweza sema nimekuwa nayo in this ministry. But I thank God.
Yeah.
God has been faithful and God has been my strength. Sija give up.
True. That is
Yeah.
what we need actually.
Yeah, sure.
I've also faced a lot of challenges as a minister, and it has not been easy. But yes, as you have said, we thank God because I remember, as you have said, that people who are wamenini ministry, wamekuwa ministry, they usually put somebody down. I remember that sometime back, nilikuwa ninafanywa mambo zenye hata as a minister you feel like giving up, and I don't think that should be in church. As a minister you should grow.
Sure.
VP. So what is your story behind that challenge of growth?
I can say that I really had a hard time because many people hawakuwa wanataka kukuaccept.
Nice.
So you had that challenge of you had to continue pushing. Lazima ungeendelea kupush. You put more effort so that these people they won't look down upon you. But regardless, you still push on, don't give up. Basically naweza sema hiyo.
Wow. That's a nice story. As a viewer, as a minister, that is if you're a preacher, a keyboardist or any instrumentalist. As you have said, don't let people look down on you and feel like you're going to quit ministry. I guess ministry is something that we should like be with it right there. Ikienda sana. Yeah. So another question, Mr. T. What umeitwa churches tofauti, si ndio? So what is the main problem as a minister ukitwa church tofauti?
Well, that's a hard one. Naweza sema basically most praise and worship leaders you are advised to have one church. Uko na church moja, but ukiitwa many different churches, kuna venye leo umeitwa hii ya Kiserian, maybe umeitwa ingine ya Tao, maybe. So hakuna ile time utakuwa consistent na growth ama utaweza kugrow where you are. You're growing different places, you're not consistent at so that is a challenge nimekuwa nayo ukienda many different churches. And another thing I can say is umeenda church, kuna church fulani you can go and maybe people are not used to what you do. Maybe unapata, maybe they do things differently. So kuna ile challenge una try to fit in in how they operate. Yeah, so I can say that is basically the challenges I've found.
Yeah.
going
So
to the churches.
hata tukiendeleanga as one minister, I have a question. Are you in the praise and worship, the worship team of your church? And,
Yeah, I am.
yeah.
I am.
So what is the main challenge sasa ukiwa in working in a team that you're within church? I get.
I can say ile challenge nimekuwa nayo ni bado I will still go back to growth because growth covers a lot of things
In the worship team.
in the worship team. Growing with people is one thing. Because basically mi nimegrowia through other churches and I used to go for concerts. Ningesikia kuna concert mahali ningekimbia huko, ama ningesikia there's an event happening ningekimbia huko. Why? Because I wanted to grow and see how people are doing their own things.
Wow.
So unapata in our churches people don't want to, kuna wale hawataki kugrow na kuna wale wanakubali kugrow. So you must balance both people and show them the importance of growth.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So to every worship team, what would you want to tell the worship teams and worship leaders?
What I will tell the worship teams is that do not give up first of all. Worship team is one of the hardest ministries, and another thing that is first of all should have been first in my list is prayer. Worship teams should be prayerful. If worship teams are not praying, that is not a worship team, because worship teams are basically where you are coming from. You can't take people where you have not been, so you must be there first so that you can take people. So if you're not praying, then you won't be effective as a worship team.
Wow. Nice. And everything, as we have said, it's for your glory.
For sure.
Kama vipi?
Kabisa.
Yeah, whatever the challenges as a worship team or as a minister by yourself, it's everything is for the glory of God. So let's continue putting more emphasis on prayer.
Sure.
Ndio to grow kama worship team. Mama vipi, Mr. T?
Kabisa.
Yeah. So Mr. T, I want us to sing this song by is an old song actually, and I love this song as we go for a small like kama break, sindio? Ama vipi, Mr. Director?
Yeah.
Actually, let us sing this song. Ni wastahili ewe Bwana, wastahili ewe Bwana, wastahili ewe Bwana, kupokea utukufu. Wastahili ewe Bwana, wastahili ewe Bwana, wastahili ewe Bwana, kupokea utukufu. Wastahili ewe Bwana, wastahili ewe Bwana, wastahili ewe Bwana, kupokea kira wastahili ewe Bwana, wastahili ewe Bwana, oh, wastahili ewe Bwana, kupokea utukufu, wastahili ewe Bwana, oh, wastahili ewe Bwana, wastahili ewe Bwana, oh, kupokea utukufu. Hallelujah. Yes, Lord.
You worthy, Lord.
Thank you, Jesus. Yeah.
Yes, Lord.
Wow. It is nice to be in the presence of the Lord. Personally, I feel happy as a minister to be in the presence of the Lord. I don't know you about you who is at home watching us or at work. I don't know what you feel about being in the presence of the Lord as a minister. And Mr. T,
Yeah.
venye tulikuwa tunaimba hiyo song, kuna
Yeah.
kitu imeni hit. As worshippers, I don't think that this time that we have been taking the altar not seriously enough, that God is not using us as ministers or the praise and worship. And what will you say about that? What is your take
First
on
of
that?
all, as you are saying that, there's some time back I realized that the altar si hapa peke yake.
Yes.
You are also the church. There's a verse that says you are the temple of.
Your body is the temple of the Lord.
Yeah, exactly. So the same way we treat the church is the same way you should be treating yourself.
Yeah, true.
I know many people don't realize that the same way you conduct yourself, the same way you don't want to dirtify the church, is the same way you should feel about yourself. I should not dirtify myself.
Yes.
So that when you worship, you give out pure worship.
True.
You give up that is good. You remember the story of Cain and Abel.
Sure.
And Abel gave his best. Abel gave his heart. And that is what God looks at. He looks at your heart. I was very surprised another day when I read a verse that says that you can worship God, yet your heart is far away from Him. So unaweza kuja, you can worship, but your heart is far away from Him. So in order to correct that, your heart should be near Him, so that whatever you give is what that is pleasing to God. Yeah.
True. So I will want you to advise the praise and worshipers who are watching us. Yeah, tell them something about the altar and advise them what not to do on this altar. Because
Yeah.
I feel like our generation has now started joking with the altar musically. I'm talking musically, that is. Poleni sana kwa mapreacher yenye wote wanaona hii. As many churches have taken that have brought jokes on the altar. So what would you tell those praise and worshipers who have done that?
First of all, it's simple. Don't be double-sided. God says that you're neither hot nor cold. And if you're like that, God will spit you out. So you must have a stand. if you want to be a good praise and worship leader, a praise and worship leader or the worship team, we are people who take people to, we lead people near God. So you should be a person who has been near God. So don't be double-sided. Usikuwe mtu wa pale kwa fence. Kama uko kwa God, uko kwa God. Maze kama unataka kwenda kwa dunia, enda kabisa. Yes, wacha kukaa hapa nusu. It doesn't work like that. And there's something I had thought of some time back. And like unaona mtu ako nusu kwa dunia, nusu kwa nini. At the end of the day, utalose tu kama mtu ule ako kwa in the world. So if you want to be in the winning side, be in the winning side mara moja. So that is what praise and worship leaders and worship teams should realize. If your whole week umekuwa in the presence of God, I'm telling you for sure, ukikama hapa on Sunday or whatever day you are ministering, people will feel the presence of God because you've been in the presence of God. Yeah.
Wow. So for me, I will also say that let us continue worshiping God by truth and spirit. Yeah. I guess that is how the Lord ministers to people. And let's pray for forgiveness. Yeah. And as we sing this last song, then we'll be back shortly. Yes, by the name, hii song nasikia Karura Voices walifanya kweli walifanyia justice.
A song by Mashmwana.
Yeah, by Mashmwana.
Really nice song.
So, we are blessed by your songs. If Pitson is watching this, unajua hatujui. Yes, we love the song and we love your ministry, sir. Continue blessing us. Yeah, so Mr. Ian.
Baba kweli hujawahi chelewa, mabao unanifunika, moyo yako umenifunika, hajachelewa, hawezi chelewa, Baba hajachelewa, atafanya mambo yake kwa muda wake, hatachelewa, hawezi chelewa, Baba hajachelewa, atafanya mambo yake kwa muda wake. Yeah, hajachelewa. Yeah. Oh, hatachelewa. Hawezi chelewa, Baba hatachelewa, atafanya mambo yake kwa muda wake, hatachelewa. Hawezi chelewa, Baba hatachelewa, atafanya mambo yake kwa muda wake. Oh. Niseme nini umenituliza, kwa mabao umenifunika, niseme nini umenituliza, Baba kweli hujawahi chelewa, wajibu nikikuita, kwa mabawa yako umenifunika, hatachelewa, hawezi chelewa, Baba hatachelewa, atafanya mambo yake kwa muda wake, hatachelewa, hawezi hawezi chelewa baba, hatachelewa, atafanya mambo yake kwa muda wake. Let it go slow. Hatachelewa, hawezi chelewa baba, hatachelewa, atafanya mambo yake kwa muda wake. Hatachelewa, hawezi chelewa baba, hatachelewa, atafanya mambo yake kwa muda wake. Semeni ni umenituliza, kwa mabao umenifunika, na nisemeni ni umenituliza. Kama kweli hujawahi chelewa, wajibu nikikuita, kwa mabawa yako umenifunika.
Wow, hawezi chelewa.
Hawezi chelewa.
Hata wahi chelewa.
Very powerful.
Yeah. So viewers, unfortunately, we have come to the end of our show. And I thank you very much for taking your time and watching us wherever you are watching us. And we bless the Lord for you. And Mr. T,
Yeah.
so tuambie kitu kabla tuenende.
What can I say? I can say that being in the ministry is such a powerful thing. You can be in the ministry and your life be transformed in the ministry. You can also be in the ministry and transform the lives of others. So we should be very careful. We should be very cautious being in the ministry, that we have a stand in God. And so long as we do that, we will be the best in ministry. And also learn to tell God to go before you. Learn to involve God in everything, even in ministry. Learn to involve God in everything that you're doing. Because your life is the one that will be used to transform the life of someone else. So if your life is not okay, then it will be very hard to transform the life of someone else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is very nice. For me, I'll just say we have just begun.
Yeah. Sure.
And we are going to be coming to you.
Yeah.
Yes, and bringing great men like Grogod.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grogod, for making time for us, and we bless the Lord for you.
Amen.
And as we break now this session, we're going to kwanza wacha ni big up nini wangu unajua Brayo is our soundman and our very able director. Tunamshukuru Mungu kwa yeye. Unasikia venye anatufanyia kazi safi. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Yeah. And Mr. Ian on our keys, we bless the Lord for him also. And see you next time, viewers. I was your host, Jayson Njenga. See you in the next session. God bless you.